What's up, guys? It's Gabe Godines, and today I wanted to shoot this quick video, record this quick podcast, and just kind of let you know that I'm, I guess, back uh, doing my thing again. Um, I've had some challenges this year, and which I'll get into later, maybe in a later episode. Um, But what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is, um, I guess, just a little bit about who I am. So I guess reintroducing myself to those of you that have either followed me or watched me over the years, here and there in my inconsistency. But also to introduce myself to anyone that might be coming along for the ride as we proceed from here. We are at the end of 2019, the end of a decade, and I think it's important, for me at least, to actually do. Um, Getting phone calls here. I debated on if I should turn my phone off. I think in this connected world, I just always have that, what do they call it? FOMO, fear of missing out. And I just always want to be available for family. So um, my phone was on. I apologize for that. Anyway, back to my thoughts. I wanted to, here at the end of the decade, because that's where we are. We're at the end of a decade here. We're about to start a new decade. I feel for myself, it's important to really get back on track, get the discipline back on track. And it's not a, New Year's resolution. This is something over this last year that has been working in me, and it's really just a discipline thing, a mental, physical, spiritual discipline thing in my life, and I wanted to share that with you guys. Share what I've learned. But on this first episode here, I wanted to share, exactly who I am. Who is Gabe Godines? And I think I'm a lot of things, and I think it's important to know yourself. Followed Gary Vee a whole lot, and he put me on the whole self-awareness track, knowing who you are, knowing what you stand for, knowing your place, your gift, your talent, and going all in on that, and being really self-aware and knowing who you are. So, on that track, I know for a fact that I am a son. I have parents that raised me, and from that I have become a father myself. And so I took the example of my parents, and I utilized that to become the parent. Obviously, I'm not a perfect parent. Don't know that there is such a thing as a perfect parent, because I always joke with people when they say, how did you do it? How did you and your wife raise 4 kids? And I say it's difficult because they the manual is out of print on the teenage years, and there's no manual obviously for the teenagers or children for that matter. But it's something that you go along step by step, and you learn. Every child is different. Every relationship is different, and you have to take that step by step. So I'm a son, I'm a parent, father, I'm also a husband. And along with being a good husband is being a best friend. And so my wife and I have been together for 27 years, I believe it is. 20, yeah, 27 years. And we've been married for 21. So it's been a ride. It's been hard at times. It's been a blast most of the time. But ultimately, I think what I've learned there is that you can't give up. Once you find someone that, um, you can work with, and they're willing to work with you, you can't just quit and give up. They talk about the grass is greener, this, that, and the other, and then you've seen the post that says, the grass is greener where you water it. It's green where you water it. So, it's taken a lot of work for us to get to the place where we are, to be the parents that we are, to be the best friends that we are. And, I want to be a person, I say all this stuff and who I am is because I want to kind of give you a preview of where I believe I can help on this podcast, where I believe I can, give back. And again, not that I'm perfect, not that I have all the answers, but definitely share some of the pitfalls, some of the failures, and definitely some of the victories that I've learned, that I've gained over the years, that my wife and I have gained over the years with our kids, with each other. And it's just something that is, I guess, is on the inside of me. I want to share. I want people to succeed. I want people to win. And that comes with the next part of who I am is I'm a teacher, like in the literal sense. I'm a teacher at an adult school here in San Diego, but I feel like I've always been someone who wants to teach people, wants to share, some sort of knowledge that I have, and to help the next person. Whether it be technology and the newest app and how the newest phone works and how this computer works, and the simplest task of how to turn on a computer, which is a little bit of what I do at the adult school right now. I teach just a very basic, computer applications program. But I think it's important to always help the next person. What do they say? Give a hand up instead of a handout. And I'm 100% behind that statement of, helping the person that wants help them up. There's a lot of people out there that need help. I think that don't want help. And that's a challenge for me, because I've worked at nonprofit before that you get people that you see that they need help. You see that they could benefit from your program. You see that they could benefit from the experience that you have in your organization, and yet they still don't want to change. They still don't want, the help. And so that's been a challenge for me. And that's not to say that, those people don't need help, or there should be organizations for those people. I am more along the lines of you're ready to go. You're ready to do some work. Let's go. Let's teach you. Let's grow you, and that's something that I want to just help pass on. And, this is, again, I don't have all the answers. I may say some things that are wrong. I may give bad information, and I apologize for that in advance. I'm always going to try and do the best of my research and give you the knowledge and the information of things that I know to be true. So, I'm a teacher, but again, when I say research, I'm also a student. I'm always open to, learning myself, to learning more, to growing myself. And that's something that was instilled in me in an organization I was involved in back in high school, or the end of high school. I guess I had just graduated actually high school, and I was involved with a friend that had gone to my school, got me involved in Amway. For those of you who are familiar, it's a network marketing company that I didn't do too much with. And it's not to say that it's a bad company or that it doesn't work. But for me, what I gained from that organization was the discipline of reading, the discipline of always growing, of self-development. They had a really big emphasis on going to conferences, which from the outside looking in, you say, oh well, it's just a money maker. It's another way that they make money. But from those conferences, I learned a lot about more than the business, I learned a lot about myself and how to grow myself and the importance of growing myself. And I think, that's important to always seek out mentors, to always seek out somebody that can help you grow and get on to the next level. So, I'm constantly seeking those people out and constantly trying to share those people that I find with the next person that's, having a struggle in life, or that is, looking to do something with their life, something better, something bigger. I always try and pass on the knowledge, or pass on the name of somebody that I've found to be, someone that can help. Um, and so one of the other things that I learned from Amway is how to be a dreamer. We live in America, the place of the American dream, and having your own home, and having money in the bank, and a white picket fence, and 2.5 kids, and a dog and a cat, all of that stuff. But I feel like we live in such a prosperous country that there's so much more, and I mean more than the money. There's so much that we can do here, and if we could just open our eyes and open our mind and our hearts beyond, go to work, pick up your paycheck, pay your bills, pay your mortgage, buy the dinner, whatever it is. If you can look beyond that, there is that for you. There's so much more. And so that's something that I learned. I became a dreamer. And from that, I began to be very creative, in thinking, being very solution minded, looking for solutions, always looking for a better way. Not necessarily always an easier way or a quicker way. I've learned over the years that when you look for the shortcut, a lot of times that shortcut will shortcut you. And it doesn't end up being all that you expected it to be. So, with all of that, I just wanted to, again, share with you who I am, who you can expect to hear from on this podcast, on this, video, blog, vlog, whatever it is that it becomes. But I want to be able to share with you my knowledge, my lessons that I've learned over the years, and definitely be able to be a resource to people. I'm not looking to get rich off of this platform. It's just a platform for me to kind of I don't know, create a community, I guess, of like-minded individuals, people that want more. Again, I am not the billionaire real estate investor. I'm not the, CEO of a Fortune 500 company. I'm just, some guy living in San Diego that, is looking to help the next person, help the next person that is at the beginning of their journey and, is looking for a different path in life. And again, I don't have all the answers, but if you can be open-minded enough to see beyond your current situation, to see beyond the life that you're currently living, and see that there's a potential for more out there, then that's who I want to be. That's how I want to connect with you. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this first episode, and we'll see you on the next one. This has been Gabe Godines, and this is the Gabe Godines Show. Talk to you on the next one. Peace.